Hey guys, so it's been like the first time in several weeks since we actually, well, my husband went and picked this up, but I had actually ordered some curbside pickup from Walmart because I've been hearing people talking about that, saying how crazy how hard it was to get available times and slots. I actually didn't have really too many issues with it, but you would need to plan out a day or two, because it's like if you go online, you're not gonna get like same day delivery, but like maybe a day or two out. So kind of involves a little bit of planning, just like kind of taking inventory of what you need and will need over a few weeks. I've been getting mostly deliveries here. As you see, there's an every plate box with meals in it right there that actually came a day late. Supposed to come yesterday, but yeah, I've been predominantly getting like meal kits and produce and other types of delivery, so I wouldn't, so I do my part to, slow the curve. So I think the only other time we've gone to the grocery store was just yesterday for Smart and Final for their berries, but other than that, it's been like several weeks since we've actually gone to a grocery store, and I was kind of like worried about how that would be. But this is a super simple, just ordering your groceries online and just going to Walmart and picking them up. And they have like an app, so you order the things online. The system, I don't know, it wasn't super user friendly. There were a couple things that they were out of. Like I got some ingredients to make this tres leches cake, and I needed evaporated milk, condensed milk, and half and half. They were out of evaporated milk, so they replaced it with another sweetened condensed milk. The good thing is that the sweetened condensed milk is normally more expensive, so I got it for like, I don't know, 80 cents less. But now I don't have the evaporated milk, which is kind of a bummer, but that's just the times that we're living in. But I'm just gonna have to figure out a way to substitute, whether it's a little bit of almond milk with some half and half or something like that. I'm just gonna have to substitute it. I'm sure it's gonna still taste good, but this is a shout out to Rosario. I'm actually gonna try her tres leches cake recipe. The only thing I'm gonna probably do a little bit differently is I'm probably gonna whip the whipped cream, just because I'm not overly fond of Cool Whip, to be honest. So I'm probably that's why I got the, not half and half, the whipping cream. I bought whipping cream, so I'll be using that for the tres leches cake and making the topping. So yeah, the process itself wasn't too terrible. I guess my husband said that there's an error that like you get an email when all the items are ready for pickup, and then you check in online, and then when you're on your way to pick up stuff, you check in, and I guess he was giving him an error, so that wasn't working, so we ended up having to call, and I guess they load up your groceries for you, so you just wait outside and they bring them out. Super easy and convenient. I'd highly recommend it if you need to go to the store. Just make sure you plan a few days out, you'll be fine. I live in a fairly busy area. I live on a suburb of Sacramento, which is the capital of California, so it's not like as busy as like some like places in New York or like the San Francisco Bay Area, but I mean we're still a pretty populated area, and I was able to get delivery time, so definitely like look into that, so you could try and avoid a trip to the stores, plan out in advance. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. Yeah, there's only a couple items that needed to be substituted. So here's the two sweetened condensed milks that I have. So I got two. I guess I'll probably just use one to make a boba drink or something, because that's also a common item or common method of making boba tea, is using sweetened condensed milk. I don't think I'll use both of them for my recipe, but it is what it is. And I needed sriracha sauce for the last couple of weeks, but I didn't want to go to the store just for sriracha sauce. So it's just not, I mean, I usually make a lot of like little trips to stores, but with everything going on, I'm trying not to do that. So I waited because I have other sauces I can use, but I got some sriracha sauce. Got this artisanal bread to make some maybe grilled cheese and tuna sandwiches. I got several cans of tuna pantry. I also got these bananas. So the bananas are here. Okay, so there's the bananas. I think we did pretty well. I actually saw toilet paper available online a couple days ago when I got my delivery slot, and I had added it to my cart. Of course, not surprisingly, today they said it's unavailable. I wasn't really sure how it worked. I've never done this before, but I guess the items aren't reserved. Even when you reserve your delivery slot, I guess I was thinking maybe the items were reserved once you put your information and select your delivery time or whatever, but I guess it's not until they actually go and get your items. Nothing's guaranteed, so just kind of FYI. If there's certain things that you wouldn't want to be subbed, then just uncheck the box, but if you don't mind things being substituted at their discretion, then check the box saying you don't mind for it to be substituted. But for the most part, I got everything I needed. I got this cinnamon graham crackers because I got, if you've seen my last video, I had these like sakura marshmallows, so I'm gonna make some s'mores with those with maybe some dark chocolate. I have a bunch of that on hand, so I got those. And then this is just something I've never seen before. This is some Crusties gluten-free confetti buttermilk pancake mix. I love Crusties. They have really good mixes of always. It's just kind of like a, I don't know, nostalgia type thing. And I've never seen confetti, gluten-free confetti pancake mix. It's kind of interesting. So I'm like, oh, that looks kind of tasty. So I'm going to order that and see what that's like. So I got that. And then I got this great value classic tostada Classico, I guess that's just in Spanish, classic roast coffee. It's actually bigger than I expected. This was under $3, and I got this to make the doggone coffee because this Vietnamese like little like individual serving packets just isn't cutting it, and it's very expensive on Amazon and doesn't last as long, so I picked this up. It's not fancy or anything, but it does the job. Okay, so also got can of pineapple chunks, and that's for a recipe, a tuna sandwich recipe that I've had for ages that is really good with pineapple chunks. Okay, this is one of the items that did get substituted. This is like, I guess, keto friendly bread and butter chips. I like these sweetened pickles just because they're really good in like burgers and sandwiches and stuff. Honestly, looking at the like ingredients in this thing, I don't see how this can be keto because this has high fructose corn syrup. So I don't know. I mean, I don't see how this can be keto, but I guess it is. Kind of weird. And I guess this one is too keto friendly. There we go. Okay. So this I just picked up because picked up this because I have some anniversaries and birthdays kind of coming up, and this was only $1, and I love dark chocolate. This was, yeah, it was only $1, so I had to get this just for like making some cakes. Alright, so yeah, this was pretty inexpensive, so I got that. Alright, and then I chose to get some almond milk. So they actually had plenty of almond milk, and this was, I think, only a $2 or $2 something. 'Cause I've heard like Safeway's shelves are really just empty because they're not really limiting people on stuff. But they had all the almond milks I wanted, and just hot tip, they are only allowing like 2 per like item. So like this particular unsweetened almond milk vanilla, 2, you can get 2 of these. You can get 2 of this regular almond milk vanilla. So they're basically being monitored by like the actual product. So you can theoretically get 2 of these and 2 of these because they're technically different almond milks. I guess that makes sense. So I got 2 of each. And let's see. So I got 2 of each. So I got some unsweetened. And then I got a unsweetened original. Because I do like to have sweetened for certain things, and I like to have unsweetened for other things. But theoretically, yeah, as I said, you can get 2 when you order online, like 2 of this, 2 of the unsweetened vanilla, 2 of the unsweetened original, because it's technically a different product. So there are some limits on that, but there weren't anything crazy. Right, so the next one we have here, I picked up some Krusty's gluten-free waffles. I really love these, and they're cheap. I think it was only like $2.50 or so. And when I first checked out, the site said that they were out, but they had them in stock, so that was nice. Okay, and this is what I got for my tres leches cake recipe. This all butter pound cake, which I don't know, maybe I'll do a video or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. So got that, and then I actually got this live basil because it's warmer now and it's not gonna die on me. So I got this live basil because it lasts far longer, and it's like, it was under $3, so I picked that up. Okay, so the last bag, and this, everything I bought was like, I think around under $70. So I didn't spend too much, just because this is kind of more of supplementing with things that I couldn't get via my meal kits or from Imperfect Produce. So I got some fresh spinach, got some garlic, and I much prefer the peeled garlic just because it makes life a lot easier. And then ricotta cheese I haven't really been able to get in my deliveries or anything like that. And like on Fresh and Whole Foods Market via Prime, there's a $35 minimum, and I don't always need $35 worth of stuff from them. So that's why I kind of went through Walmart. Although Walmart has a $30 minimum, but they had more stuff that I needed, so that makes sense. So this was $2, so ricotta cheese. I like to make pancakes with those, like lemon ricotta pancakes are bomb. And then I got some strawberries for making the tres leches cake, and I'm also gonna do like, probably later tonight, maybe some dessert fondue dipping with the strawberries and the raspberries and blueberries that I bought yesterday for dessert, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much my haul. And the only other thing that I got was cat litter, which is not pictured because the cats needed it, so I used that already, so that's the only thing that's not pictured. Otherwise, this is everything right here that I got. As I said, it was under 70 bucks. I think I did pretty well with everything, just getting a few things that I needed that, you know, because I do get some things delivered on Amazon too, but there's just certain things that like they sell on Fresh, or they sell on Whole Foods Market, but it's just like you have to buy a lot in order to get it delivered, and potentially, no, I don't think you pay a delivery fee, but there is a minimum, and you may have to like tip and stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything. There's only the 2 items that got substituted, which were the pickles and the sweetened condensed milk that's over here, but it wasn't really, I guess you can return items, so if you don't like the substitutes, you don't really have as they're shopping, you don't really have a choice to decline it until you get there, which is kind of like not convenient. So it wasn't really a big deal. It was only like 90 cents or whatever, so I'll just use that for something else. That's fine. But yeah, I think it did pretty well. They pretty much had everything else except, of course, toilet paper. But yeah, so that's everything that I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll link Walmart down below, so that way you guys can get some pickup if you really need to get something from the store. It's so much more convenient. You don't have to pay like delivery fees or anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, I'm repeating myself, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Oh yeah, one last thing, quick tip guys. You don't actually, I know a lot of people have been really worried about having to sanitize everything down or leave everything in their garage before they put their food away. Yeah, don't do that, especially when maybe you potentially have any perishables that might go bad, or might invite like critters and stuff into your home or whatever. outside. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. I mean, I try to like wash my hands and kind of like spray down boxes and deliveries and stuff that I get before opening it, but really as CDC and WHO recommends, the virus, I mean, although potentially you could get it from touching an item and touching your face or something like that, it's not the primary way the virus spreads. So from some of the articles I was reading, the best thing you can do is just wash your hands thoroughly after, you know, handling these items and putting your stuff away. Just wash your hands, you know, every time you like take anything out. It's just like, it's just a good habit to get into. That way, you know, it's just out of habit, rather than like, oh my gosh, I have to like wipe every single thing down or let it sit for 3 days or whatever. Yeah, you don't have to do that. It's just the virus doesn't live very long on products, and it's also, if you're getting takeout, I know a lot of people have been worried about that. The virus also hasn't really been proven to spread through food. So yeah, just like make sure, I think their recommendation is just to make sure you wash your hands with soap and water after you know, go to the store or get a delivery or put things away. Just wash your hands after handling your kitchen items, and you know, then you'll be good to go. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to throw that in there as my last tip. Like, just don't think too much over it. Just, you know, make sure when you're touching things, you're just washing your hands before and after and not touching your face. Then you'll be fine. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.